big break with The Adventures in Babysitting. Please tell me that story.
Thank you, Chris Columbus. Thank you, Deborah Hill. Thank you, Linda Opes. When they went to produce Adventures of Babysitting, they said, we need someone who's produced like a really successful babysitting movie. And they said, what's the most successful movie that's got a babysitter as the lead character? And the numbers came back and it was Halloween. So they hired Deborah Hill. I'm not kidding you. This is the mind of Katzenberg. So, and then Linda Opes, Deborah was the dreamer and we'll make it happen. And yet, don't worry about the schedule. And Linda was, no, cut that. They're not getting it. It was great. They were the perfect balance. Linda Opes produced Interstellar, for Christ's sakes. She's really,
Right.
and
Yeah,
they also did Fisher King together. They're really a great team. So, eventually, Babysitting comes along, and I had not booked so many movies and was so frustrated that I'd started doing theater. My first thing was Miss Margarita's Way at the Beverly Hills Playhouse. And I did high school theater, and I had a high school theater director that taught me the 3-barrel technique to prepare a character. Everything that the character says and does, just read the
Mhm.
script. Everything that's said about the character. Maybe he's a big fat liar, and everyone just calls him, And third, the time, the place. What do they do for a living? What year is it? What's the accent? What do they, the jargon,
Right.
the lingo. So I use those techniques to prepare for Brad. And I auditioned for Adventures in Babysitting. It's a few rounds, and we get to screen tests. And
Uh-huh.
I sit there and watch Phoebe Cates, Jamie Gertz, Valerie Bertinelli, Elizabeth Shue all come through and do the babysitter scenes. And then they're mixing and matching. They
Who
had
was on your side as far as who were the guys that were there? Did you
Jonathan
know?
Ward was a big contender for Brad. And me and Jonathan
Okay.
were like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Anyway, I had a crush on Phoebe Cates and really wanted Phoebe Cates to get the job. Even asked her out to lunch at Sizzler between setups and stuff. And me and Phoebe Cates and my mom and Phoebe Cates' mom, we all went to lunch at Sizzler. It was great.
But it's basically you and Phoebe Cates on a date. You
I
guys
didn't
dated
see
for
the
an
adults.
hour
The
or so.
adults weren't there.
No,
The
that doesn't
adults
matter.
weren't
Your
there.
moms are invisible.
My God. And Disney went, has anyone here in the room seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High? And they went, yeah, we've all seen Fast Times. They're like, we're not casting Phoebe Cates in the role. And believe it or not, I just listened to a podcast by David Simpkins. Elizabeth Shue was always the pick from day one.
when you go and you do this screen test,
Mhm.
who did you have any inkling? I mean, you told us now, but like when you were there, did you have any inkling of who was like your choice for who's going to be who? Like,
Uh, so, God, I wish I could remember who also was going up for Daryl. And that's what's great about Anthony, because we were matched up pretty quickly. In
uh-huh,
every mix and match, it was me and Anthony Rapp as Brad and
uh-huh.
Daryl. Except they go, and we're realizing it's just a scene with Brad and Daryl that we're on the subway. And they go, okay, guys, switch. And we went, excuse me? And they go, switch. Keith, you read for Daryl. Anthony, you read for Brad. And we workshopped it in the alley for 20 minutes. We came back in and we filmed that. And they went, okay, switch back. And and I know that Chris fought for me with Disney. I'd had a relationship with Disney, and Disney said, nah,
Right.
nah. And he goes, I really think Keith's my Brad.
It's the Patrick Labyorteaux Show. Patrick Labyorteaux. He's the one you gotta know.